So, welcome back to the second half. Town kicking off, attacking the pontoon stand and 1-0 up. Early ball looking towards Neil Woods. Back it comes from the Port Vale defence. And back comes our mate Rowley Godfrey. Paul Agnew, lovely little flick there, Neil Woods. Mendonca under a lot of pressure. Paul Groves, good spread of play. Gary Croft joining the attack. Neil Woods wants to lay it off. Back it comes to Gary Childs inside. Good dummy by the ref. Shakespeare. Agnew was under pressure there all the time. Peter Hand decides it's an up and under. Mendonca. And again. Still Clive Mendonca. Both sides free. Comes to Dave Gilbert. Still Dave Gilbert. It might fall for us yet. Neil Woods, who nearly falls himself. Oh, great back heel. Dave Gilbert cuts it back. Surely Paul Groves. Oh. Well, that was on its way. Good play. Foyle on the far side. That was almost number 2, and that was good defending by the Port Vale lads. Because that had goal written all over it. Dave Gilbert just doing enough. And Paul Crichton. So minute into the second half, could have been 2-0. Paul Crichton will now clear. Craig Shakespeare just trying to get in there. Paul Groves. Dave Gilbert. Mendonca told to hold it. Does get the throw. Paul Agnew will take it. Craig Shakespeare still available. Aggie trying to go down that line. Peter Hand decides half turned. Done enough. That's a Grimsby throw. I thought came back off number 10. No. Port Vale ball. That's Griffiths to Glover. Long ball. Croft underneath it. Gary Childs. Good pass. Mendonca should keep it in play, which he has. Good running. Still going to fall for Gary Childs, or Gary Croft in actual fact. Paul Groves couldn't reach it. Craig Shakespeare just knocked it out of the way of Gary Childs. That was a shame. 3 minutes of the second half gone. Still 1-0 to Town. Sanderman. Nasty cross. Still to be cleared. Good block. Good ball by Groves. Mendonca turning away. Tackle comes in. He's going to have to poke it off now, which he does. Dave Gilbert. Still Dave Gilbert. 2 through the middle. He goes back to the outside. Paul Agnew. Little one forward for Woods. Still Neil Woods. Defender just got a touch on that. Mark Lever. Well done. Groves. Dave Gilbert. Good play by Town. Whoa. Very nearly a good ball. Port Vale accept the throw. There's that crossfield ball again. Gary Childs putting a man under pressure. And again, good play by Gary Childs. Pinching it. Mendonca. There's the ball. Neil Woods through the middle. Saved. And he just needed to clip it up. Peter Hand decides meanwhile, back at the other end. Pulled around by his man, Town free kick. Paul Crichton will take it. Well, Rowley, first half very much the same as it was against Charlton, and Port.
I saw the last quarter now.
Yeah, and Port Vale looking a pretty lively side.
Yeah, they look good, but I think they look, they're flattered to deceive. I think a little bit. I think that chance by Woodsy there. I thought the goalkeeper was always favourite, and I say Grovesy, that he had a great chance, but once again it was great defending. It's got the makings of a very good second half.
Most definitely. Because Port Vale, let's face it, they're no mugs. They're playing a lot of good football. They've rammed in plenty of shots up until now. Paul Crichton has been equal to all of them, of course. One particularly splendid save, diving to his left earlier on. Throw looked a bit suspect. Nice little 1-2, in comes a cross. Deflected and corner kick. Port Vale 6th corner. Swing this in. 6 minutes into the second half. Oh, good one. And in. And that's number 9, Foyle. There was no defending on him. He got in front of everybody. It was a smashing header, Rowley. We did our best to save it. Crichton got a touch to it. I think it is Gary Croft got a touch to it, but it sneaked over the line.
Yeah, as I say, it was a free header, and it was a good header, but at the end of the day, with Crichton and Croft in them positions, I would have expected them to save it.
You'd have thought one of the two would have made sure that it didn't go into the back of the net, yeah. So, 1-1, Foyle being the goal scorer. And we were only saying at half-time, Graham and I, that we thought the way Port Vale played, they were going to score. It's just a matter of whether Town could do anything and get an early goal themselves. If we had done, you don't know, the tables might have turned completely, but Port Vale are going to feel well and truly back into this game now. Let's see if Town can make anything of it. Good switch, Shakespeare. Dave Gilbert. Still Dave Gilbert. In comes a cross, it's a good one. Whoa! Goalkeeper missed it completely, Musselwhite. Foyle. He didn't really know where he was going, Musselwhite, on that. Foyle, a goal scorer. Naylor, should I say Glover. Still Glover. Good little ball, picked off well by Agnew. Dave Gilbert. Good play by him to Shakespeare. Mendonca. Groves turns with the ball. Well, he was just touched off it. Van der Laan. 30 yards out. Still Van der Laan. Nasty. Still in there. And I think it took a bit of a deflection because Paul Crichton could only knock it down. Dave Gilbert, good ball. Catch it into the corner. Wants some support. Agnew in space. Square is Groves. Goes back to the wing. All a bit tight out there. Mark Lever, good play. Paul Crichton. Good early clearance. Whoa. Climbing all over Dave Gilbert. Probably felt that one a little bit, did Dave? Free kick taken. Neil Woods. Good play. Shakespeare. Paul Agnew. Mendonca. Yes, surely now. That'll do! Marvellous goal!
Sheer class. Absolute sheer class.
You won't see better. It's a lovely ball in that made it. And Clyde Mendonca with all the skill in the world, and he beat his goalkeeper at the near post. That was a marvellous goal. Good piece of finishing. So Town go 2-1 up, and that's really what we wanted. We needed an early reply, Rowley, to that Port Vale goal.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, John. I reckon if Grimsby not hold out, but keep it even this score for the next quarter of an hour, I think they'll grow in confidence, and Port Vale will, start throwing caution to the wind a little bit, and that should open the back doors.
We hope so. So 54 minutes gone when Clyde Mendonca put Town back in front. Lovely goal. Port Vale coming forward, as they've got to do now again. Mark Lever, good tumbling clearance. This is Sandyman. Cross comes Paul Agnew and out goes the ball. So here's Big Griffiths across to Glover. Van der Laan. Oh, foil on the chest. Back it comes and taken well by Crichton. So Dave Gilbert has come deep to pick up the ball. Sends Neil Woods on his way. Musselwhite should get there. Gary Childs just did enough. And again. Taken down, no foul. Went down in the tackle, the left-hand side's free. Good ball. A nasty cross, but deflected and out for a corner. Well, it's like 4th Division days, 3,216, crikey. Corner taken. Whoa, once again, plenty coming in on it. 3,216, Rowley, it's hard to believe.
Well, it is hard to believe, and I think, something's got to be looking somewhere. And quite honestly, John, I don't know the answer, because if I did, I'd be worth a fortune.
Well, I think price structuring's got an awful lot to do with it, I'm afraid. It's a lot of money, 2 games in a few days, and... You've just got to say, whoops, no, nothing given. You've just got to say, we've got to chop prices. You'd rather have twice the amount of people in here paying the same amount of money and making a bit more noise.
Yeah, there is that to it, John. I mean, we won't change it while the match is on now, so we better leave it for a while. But one of the big complaints is that is about the price for children.
Well, that's right, because it doesn't encourage Dad to bring lad. Whoops, over he goes, ball out. Town free kick.
Anyway,
so, Town 2-1 up. Sandyman for Port Vale. Well, he's the last man there. Whoa. Well, Dave Gilbert was running across him a bit, yeah.
Yeah, obstruction.
Foyle, nice layoff. Whoa. Beating each other there, Port Vale lads. Floated ball. Look at Petey Handyside, the way he takes that. Real confidence. Finds Mendonca, great turn by him. And the layoff, trying to go on his way. That's what he wanted from Neil Woods, but just that bit too much on it. Peter Handysides again. Great play.
You tend to think there's a touch of Futcher there, you know.
Well, we were talking to Big Futch before the game, in actual fact, and I know that he's very impressed with Peter Handysides. He certainly likes to play alongside him, I do know that. There's a long ball. Peter Handysides on the run again. Being dragged out a little bit this time. Crosses there, it's a low one, nasty one, picked up on the edge of the area and wide. So exactly an hour of the game gone, 2-1 to Grimsby Town. Clyde Mendonca getting the goal that's put us in front, and Neil Woods scoring after half an hour of the first half, made by Clyde Mendonca. But we've got ourselves a very good open game of football here. Handysides won the header. Mendonca, Woods. Oh, great play. And a lovely layup to Gary Childs. Support arriving now. Whoa. Well, what have we got? Let's have a look. It's certainly a booking.
It's only a yellow. Too many people in the box.
It's got to be yellow, obviously. Yeah, David Ellery, it'll be a penalty from there, look. It's number 3, Andy Porter, yeah, yellow card.
Interesting point. I mean, I'll ask you a question. Which ex-Grimsby Town player on Saturday got the red card and stayed on the pitch?
And it comes, floated, the header's in there and good. Paul Groves just couldn't really get the power in it.
And the answer to it was Chima, because the referee booked him and thought he'd booked him before, and it was another coloured player. Talk about getting them mixed up, John.
He's a big lad, old Chima, and he's doing a job at the moment for Torquay. Peter Handysides. Good header away, but it's straight back from Port Vale. Whoa, that looked like a shove. I don't know whether Foyle made the most of it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm not sure whether it was. I reckon the guy, because I've seen that done in practice, you know, making a foul, and I thought he made the foul.
And he's made it in a very good position. So 30 yards out and pretty central roll.
Yeah, I hasten to add it was before Alan Buckley's side time here, but I want to saw some Grimsby Town players practicing that.
Right, well, let's see what Port Vale can make of it. 63 minutes of the game gone. It's still 2-1 to Grimsby. The wall looks a bit uneven. I'm sure it'll do a job. Let's hope so. Here we go. Nasty. Taken well. Paul Crichton with it.
For want of a better word, John, that free kick now is old hat, and there was no power in it at all, was there?
Well, it was weak, that's the thing. Gary Childs, leaves it to Groves, who got there eventually. Neil Woods putting the pressure on the man, free kick given away though. Van der Laan still going. Ball out. Town throw. Peter Handysides trying to, should I say, Mark Lever trying to get in there. Well, Dave Gilbert has. He wrestled that ball away. Good play. Here's Neil Woods. Dave Gilbert going left side still. Neil Woods, the right is free. Good play. Gary Childs can measure this if he wants. Mendonca, just a bit short. Still Gary Childs there. Ball might come back yet. It has done. Whoa. And Clyde Mendonca just tried to drag it back.
It's another one of them nailies, isn't it?
Yeah.
I would just love now and again just to see somebody just have an old-fashioned bang.
Port Vale on the go again. Well in once again. It's Peter Handysides. He's had a sterling game in that back four tonight. Paul Agnew. Mendonca, great touch inside. Bit too much. Bit too much in actual fact. Well played by Shakespeare. Woods. Still Neil Woods. Paul Agnew. Looking for the one over the top. Groves was the runner. Blocked by Dave Gilbert. Port Vale throw. 66 minutes gone. 2-1 to Town. Foot was up there. I'm surprised that the linesman didn't spot it.
What was that, John? Sorry.
I was going to say foot was up on the throw there.
Yeah.
Still, we get another chance. We get a third chance.
Talking to black and whites, I say Newcastle's machines at it again, 4-0 already.
Well, they certainly they proved themselves last year, and Lord knows what they're going to do to the opposition this year, because they're only going to get better. Yeah, they're only going to get better. Whoa, great pass. Right across the defence. And the overlap is there. It's a good play by Port Vale. The cross wasn't bad either. Now edge of the area. Lines up. Deflected and just wide. I thought it got a touch from somebody in there. It seemed to get a bobble, but it's wider than that.
Yeah, this seems to be the thing, John, is that when you're having a long-range crack now, there's that many bodies back in the area, a deflection's always on. Well wide.
Wider than mark. Paul Crichton's clearance. Peter Handysides, half in there, all the way in there, and plays it away. I think Clive just tried to leave that one. Port Vale making a bit of a mess of it. Town nearly picking it off. Mark Lever. Paul Groves. Back to Peter Handysides. Paul Crichton. Whoops. Not what he wanted.
And that was our own making.
It was.
Because Port Vale was going nowhere.
Well in by Gary Croft. Allowed to turn. Corner kick. It's Port Vale's 8th corner to Town's 2. 68 minutes gone. And they've looked dangerous from the last two. Dave Gilbert winning it. And following it. Peter Handysides. Now then, Gary Childs. Whoops. Somebody took a tumble. Dave Gilbert. Dave Gilbert thought about leaving it to Paul Agnew there. Here is Paul Agnew, looking to measure the cross. It's deflected, gets to the near post. Ooh. And Clyde Mendonca following the man across, blocking the clearance, only allowing them to get the throw. That's going to be our ball if it goes, but it might not do. Yes, it has now. Throw in for Town. Dave Gilbert will no doubt take it. Neil Wood's making a run towards him. And Dave Gilbert getting it back very quickly. Just couldn't jink past his man and must have come back off his knee. Port Vale throw. Agnew. Paul Groves in well. Shakespeare. Dave Gilbert. Slightest of touches, might retrieve it himself yet. Nearly did. Gary Childs. Just did enough. And again taken down. Referee trying to let play go on. He made the wrong decision there, did Mr. Kirkby. And we should clear it now.
I thought Gary Charles had a good argument when he appealed to the referee there, down there.
Referee, trying to let play go on, and unfortunately at the end he did make the wrong decision. Well, Port Vale making a mess out of things. 71 minutes gone, still 2-1 to Grimsby. And Gary Childs on the far side. Don't know whether he's taken a knock or whatever. Had his hands on his knees there. Good move inside Gary Croft. And lay off to Paul Groves. Dave Gilbert. Right hand side's free again. Gary Childs, there's the overlap. Mendonca, oh, nice back heel. Clyde Mendonca again. Dave Gilbert. Man making room at the far post was Paul Groves. In comes a header from him. He might get another chance. Knocked away though by Port Vale and now hammered forward by them. Paul Crichton should command this one. Crichton's clearance through the middle. Mendonca looking for it. Little bit of a push and Town get a free kick 35 yards out. Taken quickly, straight to Dave Gilbert. Woods, back to Dave Gilbert. Not a good cross. Musselwhite with a goal kick. Flicked on well. Port Vale looking to switch play, and they've done it very well. Aggie's going to get there. Followed that a long way. Paul Agnew again. Well, he's got it away and into space, but that's about it. Neil Woods. Dave Gilbert trying to get in there. Neil Woods trying to get in there. Tackles flying in, but nobody really winning the ball. Griffiths to Glover. Now out there to the wing. I suspect that will be Tankard. Straight through the middle. Whoa. Well, it makes for entertainment anyway. Van der Laan finds Kent. Whoa, dear. Man in an awful lot of space out there, edge of the area, and a weak shot by Foyle. Here's Gary Childs. Good ball forward from Mendonca. Gets it back. In space, there's a run. Made by Craig Shakespeare. He tried to knock it back into the path of Neil Woods. That was the idea. Now it's Port Vale coming forward. Van der Laan, long range. We've seen what he can do already from this distance. Poor one. And away for another corner. Lee Glover was a man put in across very similarly to what did Clyde Mendonca in the first half. Well, I hope our mates in the Imp are having a good look at this one again anyway, because it's not been a bad game of football tonight. Nasty corner. Plenty attacking it. Back it comes again. Once again, Dave Gilbert in his penalty area winning the header. And now the ball slammed forward. Back it goes to Musselwhite. Well in by Dave Gilbert. One way or the other, he's seen an awful lot of the ball in the air tonight, as young Dave. Clearing headers at one end, that one just there. He'll be scoring well with the one next, you never know. Gary Childs, it just fell away from him. Or he fell away from it, more the point, I think. Sandyman. Dave Gilbert covering him, but he's going to have to go back now again. Sandyman's cross looks a good one. Oh, look at that. Oh, no marking.
He wants locking up. That should have been on target at least. There was no one with him within, what, 2 or 3 yards, John. That was certainly a golden opportunity, and I'm sure the manager will not be happy with that at all. Both managers.
I was going to say both managers, I think, because number 4 there, Andy Porter, actually stole in an awful lot of space at the back post. I don't know about got it on target. I think he did well to get where he got. Here's Mendonca, meanwhile, at the other end. Taken down. No, referee says not. Van der Laan. Good little ball. Mark Lever knocks his man away with the ball. So 77 minutes of the game gone, still 2-1 to Town. But Port Vale always threatening when they come forward. Sandeman's cross, another good one, laid back and only just wide. Number 10, Lee Glover, not too happy with his own finish, I don't think. And we have a substitution about to be made. It's going to be number 11, which is Tony Naylor, who, in fairness, we haven't seen an awful lot of. He is going to go off, and in a moment we'll tell you who's coming on. But somebody getting instructions on the far side as well, and double substitution in actual fact. So we have got on Joe Allon, who of course we all know, and Mark Burke. Van der Laan. And Port Vale on the attack. 12 minutes of the game left. 2-1 to Grimsby. Joe Allon and offside. I think the referee's saying take it as a goal kick, because that's near as damn it where Paul Crichton would probably want to take it from anyway. I think it's Kent that's gone, and he looked very good in the first half. Clyde Mendonca, who's looked good all through the game. Gary Childs, attacking, still going. There's a ball for Mendonca. Surely! Oh, great goal! Another marvellous goal. Lovely little touch there from Gary Childs. Clyde Mendonca did the rest. Town go 3-1 up, and that's more like it. And Clyde Mendonca, who's looked razor sharp all night, clips it past Musselwhite. And with 10 minutes of the game left, Town go 3-1 up. Here's Paul Agnew. Clyde Mendonca on the chase, looking for a hat-trick. Got one, of course, early in the season against Bolton Wanderers.
Yeah, it's a lovely 1-2 there, John, but I thought the goalkeeper was dreadful. I thought he had a chance there to smother that, you know. He was slow coming out.
Yeah, I think smother is the best way of describing it. No, Joe and Gary, Clive and Gary between them carved out a lovely little opportunity, but there's a lot of goalkeepers who would have come there and made themselves very, very big. And I'm afraid poor old Musselwhite didn't. Well, that's Gary Croft trying to get in on the action. Storming run by him. So 10 minutes of the game left, 3-1 to Grimsby. Croft knocks it away. Throw for Port Vale. Gary Croft, another throw. Van der Laan tees it up. Sandyman, long range to the penalty spot. In they come. Craig Shakespeare's had a good game today. Found Gary Childs well. There's a ball through the middle. Mendonca again. Takes it effortlessly. Back it comes to Gary Childs. Mendonca again turning with it. Gary Croft over the top. Good wrestling match once again. Musselwhite thought about picking it up. Never did make his mind up what he was going to do with it. Town will take the time with the throw. Good play by Gary Croft. Mendonca on the chest, looking to turn, looking to lay up. Whoa. Hefty challenge on Paul Groves, nothing given. This is substitute Mark Burke. Long range. Not a bad one, but well over the top. I'm saying the substitute is Mark Burke. I don't know whether it is, actually. I think we might have a correction to Mark Burke there.
Strange game football, John, because when the things are not going for you, you don't get the nicks, you don't get this and you don't get that. Now Town have worked very hard to be 3-1 up. Every little thing's going from them. The catching, the rebounds, and just getting their heads in. And this is what it is. You've got to fight for it, and you make your own luck.
Yeah. That's right. And we've certainly gone for it. And Port Vale are no mugs in actual fact. They're probably a better side than Charlton were.
Well, you see, Charlton came with a, I thought a very defensive attitude, where Port Vale are a very big open side, and they've given us more space, and we've given them a lot of space, and it's been a very good open game. It's
been a good game for all. Nice little touch there from Dave Gilbert, knocked away. Well saved. Well, in schoolboy football, you're told never to do that.
Yeah. I think you might find, as the season goes on and progresses, I think when they come away from home, I think you might find their attitudes might be a little bit different to this open stuff.
Yes. Yeah. Now Neil Woods, long clearance, and Neil Woods getting onto it. Still going, and it was a good saving challenge at the end. And substitution for Town. Might be Neil Woods going off, is it? Can't see the board yet. Well, he's run his legs off tonight as Neil Woods. Got himself a goal and a marvellous reception. Not a big crowd in here tonight. One of town's lowest for years. But I'm glad that they're on the feet and seeing him go off the field and letting Big Livo come on. Steve Livingston's first touch. Ball knocked away from him. Gary Croft. Great reception for Neil Woods. Livingston back to Croft. Good looking cross. Here's Mendonca. Still Mendonca. Oh, tried to tee it up. Gary Croft had to make an awful lot of space to get back there. Nasty one. Nasty one. And well covered by Crichton and Handyside.
I thought it was a poor cross, really, John.
He's always far too close to Paul Crichton.
You know, it was a poor ball.
If you're going to play that one in, it wants to be at twice the speed. Or twice as high and take him out. And at no real speed. So 4 minutes of the game left. 3-1 to Grimsby. 2 for Clive Mendonca, 1 for Neil Woods. Foyle replying and getting Port Vale on equal terms. Steve Livingston going after it. Port Vale throw.
I had to laugh to myself when Clive was cutting back inside just a few minutes ago with that ball, but he's thinking I'm on that trick here.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did, yeah. Gary Croft, Gary Childs, had a good game. That's a nice ball. Mendonca's back heel. Now then, Dave Gilbert. Oh, yes! Oh, I'll say, great goal. And as Rowley was saying only a few minutes ago, when the ball starts rolling away from you, as it has done for Port Vale, things start going right for the opposition, and that's exactly what's happened for Town.
I'll tell you what, there's nothing wrong with the shot either, was there?
Oh no, brilliant shot, top corner. Great finish. Like a birthday present, that one. And the referee's just having a quiet word there with Joe Allen. But it's 4-1 to Grimsby. Town's biggest win for a fair while. We beat Southend last year 4-0. Well, I'll say we haven't won for some time, but I mean, I think if Port Vale grabbed this one back, mind you, having said that, I can remember about 16 years ago in the days of Dave Booth, when we were at Port Vale and Graham on camera's agreeing with me, we was 3-0 up and we lost the game 4-3. With I think a quarter of an hour left. Jack Lewis days, that's right, yeah. We were 3-0 up at Port Vale and lost it 4-3. Yeah. Here's Mendonca. Good ball. Paul Groves. Back it wants to come. Paul Groves hung on to it too long. Mendonca. Look at Gary Childs on the far side. Nearly reached him. Livingston just turning his man a little bit. But the scoreboard looks good at the moment. It's Town 4, Port Vale 1. Ball through the middle. Out Allen on the chase. Crichton gets in. Going to fall for them. And it, well, when it don't go right, it's not your night. And that's what's happening. Double save. Double save.
Just had enough on him, John, you know.
Yeah. And he wasn't, well, I mean, he isn't frightened anyway, is Paul Crichton. He's a very brave goalkeeper. And twice he went down there at feet. Livingston, good flick on. Mendonca collects it. Still Clive Mendonca. Wings available. Gary Childs back to Gary Croft. Little push forward. And we're getting cheeky now. Mendonca. Early cross. Now Gary Childs just outside the box. Oh, good ball. Unfortunately, Gary Croft wasn't quite looking for that, and it was a lovely little pass out from Gary Childs. who now gets it back. Paul Groves, back to Gary Childs. Croft still available. That's where it goes. Now to Mendonca. 2 goals to his credit. In it comes Steve Livingston. Town playing with it. Gary Childs, Livingston. We're at keep ball at the moment. Gary Childs. Paul Groves. Mendonca. Good play. There's the run. Still Dave Gilbert. Well, we reckon it is now time. It's what the referee has added on. And there'll be a little bit of that. But the lowest Town crowd here for years has seen a pretty good Town performance here. And the referee blows up. And it's Town 4, Port Vale 1. And there wasn't an awful lot wrong with that tonight, Rowley. And as against Saturday, when things didn't go for us at all, there wasn't much that went against us tonight.
No, but as I say, Port Vale came with a different attitude to Charlton's, and it was a good open game of football. Both sets of players really put up a good show, and well, I always had it in the back of my mind, John, someone's going to pay for that Saturday's performance, and I'm very sorry there was such a small crowd here. If a 4-1 win doesn't start to bring the crowd back, then I don't know. But good luck to the lads that put up a great show tonight.
Both teams in actual fact, so it's West Brom at the weekend. West Brom, of course, playing the first home league game in the season after the ground's being knocked about a little bit, and it's just a case of whether Town can bring anything back from there and just keep this momentum going. As I say, we certainly wanted a good win after 2 defeats on the trot. We now want to get a few more wins on the trot. Tonight, Town 4, Port Vale 1.